Hey everybody, my name is Andrew Desson and I'm a realtor with United Home Realty in Colorado. And this is your market update for March by the numbers. So this month of March, we saw some big changes in the market that we can actually measure. This first chart shows simply the last 3 months close price. And we see for the first time since last April that price has gone up in Colorado. So this is a indication that we're firmly in the spring market. It has started. And you can see that's price per square foot. That hasn't changed quite as much. And then if we do look back this full year, you can see the ebb and flow here of we peaked last spring, we went down, down, down. We're the lowest closing price in January, and then now in February we're back up again. And of course we have more pending sales now where people are getting multiple offers again, and so we expect that price to come up a little bit as well. So we expect the prices to continue to go up in March, but what about the other factors like how long the houses will stay on the market, or if they'll go over list price or under list price? So if we look back on the stats from the last 3 months of close price to original list price, in February we almost got to the 100% mark. So houses were almost selling for what they were listed for on average. And based on what I've seen, I do expect this number to go up once we get the closed March stats based on what I've seen about the pending sales that are going on. And if you look back at that in the last year, you can see how this stat has definitely flowed with the market as well. When things were a lot different back in early 2020, they're going well over, people were getting in while the interest rates were still really low. And then once they dropped, and also once we hit the winter and the fall, things really started to drop off. We were well below list price comparatively, and now we're getting back up there. And then days in the MLS, this is one that has changed a lot over the last year, and it looks like we're going back in the right direction if you're a seller. These are getting back to lower. So this 3-month chart shows that they were higher in January, but in February we were lower. We dipped back below 30. And if you look at that in the last 2 years' time, everything was very low, and we had a very steady climb, and it looks like that trend is going to come back down now again. There's one more chart I want to look at that shows a really good indication of what our seasonal market looks like and what we can expect going forward. So this is the number of pending sales that we had in the last year. So this has been your March 2023 market update. And as you can see, a lot of things are changing. And I'm sure your main question with all this is, what does it mean for me? Well, if you're a buyer, that means, like I said last video, if you haven't started taking action yet, the planning phase is over. And if you want to buy this year and the timing is right for you now, I'd say take action, get pre-approved, and start looking, because I do expect the prices to keep going up. And if you do need someone to help get you pre-approved in Colorado or other states, you can always reach out to me. I'll put a link in the description, because remember, I'm never too busy for your real estate referrals. And so that's the story for buyers, and I'm sure sellers are wondering, what about me? Well, most sellers are buyers. They're going to sell their house to buy another one, and in this case it's the same thing. You should take action, and it looks a little bit different for a seller. Of course, getting pre-approved is a big part of that, but also getting an estimate of what your home might sell for. You can reach out to your real estate professional. If in Colorado, you can reach out to me. If I don't work in your area, I know someone who does. And that way you can see how much equity you have in your home and what you might get out of it that can go towards the purchase of your next home. And I will link my February market video as well. It's not as relevant now that we're in March, but someone might get something out of it. And of course, thank you for watching, and everyone,